Hello, it's Leanne and I'm here to do my Weight Watchers part of the channel. When you see a green rivets logo, you know that it's health and well-being, and it's me coming on and sharing my Weight Watchers journey with you. I have been on Weight Watchers for 6 months now. In total, I have lost 14 pounds, which is a stone. I had lost a lot more than that, but over the creeping into autumn winter months, I started to slowly gain, and that's because of change of weather, not going out and exercising because I find it too cold, and not really incorporating the plan. I find it really difficult in the winter months. I find it hugely difficult. And then when Christmas comes and we have birthdays all around that time, in fact, we have my brother's birthday, my dad's birthday, we have our anniversary of our wedding, and then we have Christmas, and then we have New Year's, and then the week after we have my birthday and my mum's birthday the same day. And it's just, oh my goodness, so much food, and I can't resist it. I cannot resist it. I love food. I love it. And that's why I like the Weight Watchers program. I'm not going to say diet, I'm going to say the program, because it allows you to choose all foods, but in moderation. Whether or not to stick to it is another thing. But I think personally, I'm going to be on Weight Watchers for the rest of my life because I need it. I need the support. I need the help. And I need my tribe. I've got my fantastic little meeting that I go to. I get weighed in on a Wednesday, and it's really important for me to keep on track, for me to be accountable, and for me to encourage my tribe along with me to get on it and give ourselves a kick up the butt sometimes and do it. So this week at the Weight Watchers scale, I did my post-Christmas weigh-in and stayed the same. And I thought, you know what? I will take it. I will take that stay the same. And I was so happy that I stayed the same. I wouldn't, you know what, if I'd have put on £1, £2, even £5, I would have been happy with that because it was Christmas. But now it's New Year. There's a new start, new smart points. Let's get out there and get back on it. Now, if you're in the UK, you'll be given this. If you're a new starter, you'll be given the Smart Points SmartStart booklet. But don't worry, if you are an existing member, you'll be given this as well. And I think this is a great little book. I read through it this morning on the tube, and it's got lots of different bits and pieces. And I always think it's really great, even if you've been doing Weight Watchers for a long, long time, to go back to basics. And sometimes with a different menu, with a different start to the actual program itself, you might want to go back and do this and follow this one, because it can really help get your mindset back on it, especially if you've gone through that Christmas period. And we're all starting together, and it's all really, really great. So that's the new book that we've all got. So really get yourselves to grip with it. It tells you everything in there, from the app to the the mindset, which I love. I like the mindfulness part of Weight Watchers. I think that's a really cool thing that they're doing now. And also just familiarising yourself and getting back to your basics. It's your 101 of Weight Watchers, and I think that's a really great start. What else do I really think is good? Now, when you go back in January, we have the new journal. I love my journal. Ooh, bing. And the one thing I love about the journal, this one especially, is it's ring bound. It's a ring bound. You see a ring bound there? It's really cool because it means that you can sit it flat on your lap when you're in your meeting, and it doesn't flop back closed again, or it doesn't fall down. You can have it flat, you can fold it back, and it's really, really cool. Now, if you're anything like me, I love myself a bit of stationery. I love stationery. and well, I'm a secretary, so I've got to love a bit of stationery. But look, just look at the detail on here. All of these lovely spreads. We've got the I can for the front to motivate you. And it's beautifully, I think it's beautifully decorated. It's very much in keeping with the Be Happy book, which I also love. I will review that another time. And also, obviously, this is your journal, so I get to fill this in. I'm going to fill this in tonight. And I just love it. Don't you just love it? And one of the things I really do like about this, I'm going to show you, that they've got these motivational pages for the beginning of every week. And the other thing I like about it this time, and this is one thing that I do, the weekly planner, and I do this myself anyway. I made myself a folder and have a shopping list in the back of the folder, but they've actually got the shopping list there, so you can get everything that you need for your week ahead. And I think that's a really great idea, because I go on the tube to work. I'm on the tube for about half an hour to an hour. I can sit down, I can plan my week, I can go to Sainsbury's and get all my bits and pieces, and look at the amount of note space you have. You've got your count. Now, I know most people use the app nowadays, but you know what? I still like a paper journal, and I like to put it with stickers. I have my little sticker book here. This is not Weight Watchers, these are just some stickers that I get, little folders, and I can put my stickers in, you know, and put all bits and pieces in there and just fill it up. And that's, I tell you what else is a good thing about keeping a journal rather than the Smart app, the app. You can write down what you actually did, and it's almost like you've got yourself your SmartStart book again, because when you're having a bad week, you can go back in there and you can say, actually, this is how I did. And this is when I had a good week, and you can go back and perhaps follow the diet that way. So I'm a real big fan of the journal. Now, I did buy the Eat Out with it, and this is a new Eat Out for 2017. It's got a couple of bits extra in from last year's one, and obviously some of the points have changed. So I like that, because I stick that in my handbag. And my leader, she said, well, if you're going to have those two, you might as well get the shop as well, because you get it in the little bag of Mojo, which obviously I forgot about. So that the three of those together was $12.95, and I think it worked out. I got one of them for about £3. It did work out cheaper than just if I was going to buy these ones. It was like I got this free, so I don't see the need for this if you've got the app and if you're following it. I suppose it's, I don't know, I suppose it's okay, but I don't really use the shop. It's like I might do. It's like when you've got the Argos catalogue, isn't it, really? Anyway, they were the things I bought. The other thing I bought this week, they've got a brand new Healthy You cookbook. Now, I don't really buy a lot of the products, the food products, in fact, but I will be buying them over the next couple of weeks so I can review them for you. But I do like their cookbooks. So I got myself this cookbook. I thought, yeah, I'll take myself one of those, and just to mix it up a bit. So that was my buys for this coming year anyway, and see how I get on with that. And they're the stuff you can buy those exclusively at your Weight Watchers shop, at your Weight Watchers meeting, or you can get them online as well if you go to weightwatchers.com/UK. Not that I'm working for Weight Watchers, I help out, but I don't work there. But I always think it's quite nice if somebody's bought it, and I have bought it. I'm not sponsored by Weight Watchers. But it's always nice for someone else to suggest something or recommend something, and I always recommend these type of products, because they're things that you can actually physically, tangibly hold. You can keep them with you, and you can refer back to them. And I do like something I can refer back to, and there's something that seems to be meaningful about a good sturdy book. I love a good book. So they're the things that I've got from Weight Watchers for this week. And I'm going to do Leanne Loves. And Leanne Loves this week, my goodness, I found these. Now, I found these one of my bosses bought them in over Christmas because the restaurant was closed, so she went over and got a load of stuff for lunch. And they're the Soreen and they're the malt loaves. Do you know, I loved these. I loved these as a kid. You know, the big malt loaf, you cut it and you put a bit of butter on it, but you can actually eat it without the butter, and I really like them. And these, I bought them because they were £1 in Sainsbury's, and they're Christmas ones. God, they smell gorgeous. Oh, do you know what? It reminds me of going to Nan's. Oh gosh. It reminds me of going to Nan's, you know, when we were kids, and on a Sunday and we'd have these. They're really cute because they've got little Christmas jumpers on, look. But obviously they will do them all throughout the year. Those, it's quite big. I mean, it's probably the size of a Care Bear. Oh, my grumpy bear. Probably about the size of a Care Bear if I stood him up. And actually, do you know what? If you want something sweet and juicy for an afternoon snack, don't get me wrong, I love fruit, but sometimes I need a little bit of a sugar boost. How many smart points do we reckon? 3. And actually, you know what? For 3 points, I'll take that and I'll add it to me app and mark it off in my diary. And that is my Leanne Loves for this week. The Soreen Malt Loaf mini bite thing. Go and get yourself some of those. I'm going to have that bit later on with a cup of tea. But thank you for listening to my rants and ramblings. If you like me, subscribe to me. If you want to, you can comment. And if you want to, you can like me as well. I know that they all say that on the YouTubes. So do all those sorts of things. And I'll probably see lighter next week. That's one. No, what is it my friends say? Lighter later, but I actually say I will see less of you next week.